Hello. So today I thought I'd do something a little bit different and introduce my new puzzle, which is called Five Cells. It's by myself, Rangsk. And I'm going to do it by having my sister, Jessica, attempt to solve it. And so we'll see how this goes. See if you guys like this format better than me just walking through the solve. I will try to point out, as she goes, like, okay, here was the. If she doesn't do it in the way that I intended, I can give the explanation of, well, the way I intended you to get this far was by noticing this or something like that. So that way you guys still get my intended path, but it might be a little bit more interesting. We'll have a little bit more interaction. And also because my voice is still a little bit off from being ill, Jessica can do most of the talking. So that'll be nice.
I'm good
Um,
at talking.
and so I'll introduce the puzzle and the rules, and then Jessica will go ahead and start her solve. So again, this is called Five Cells. It's by myself, Ranks. And we have normal Sudoku rules, which is exactly what you'd expect. And then also this uses what I'm now calling region sum lines, which in my previous puzzle I called equal sum lines, but that constraint name was already taken. I didn't want to add more confusion to the pile. So I'm calling them region sum lines now, but they're exactly the same as my previous puzzle. So what you do is you look at the cells um, within a region that are contained within a line, and those will sum to the same value within every region the line passes through. So every line is going to go through at least more. When I say region, you might also know that as a box, and the lines will always pass through one more than one box, at least two boxes, and the cells that it occupies within those boxes will all sum to the same amount. So, Jessica, do you want to give like an example? Just
Sure.
pick a line and
So, like these, so my voice is just really good today, too. Excuse me. These two cells will have the same sum as these five cells, for example. Or these three will have the same as this one, and then these three, and then this one.
perfect. All right. Well, you can get started whenever you want.
Okay.
Oh, I
Well,
guess I should say
oh,
there's links below if you want to try it yourself first, which I definitely recommend doing so.
yes. Well, I would recommend it, but I don't know yet, so we'll see. Uh, so I noticed that first, that we have five cells summing to two cells. The minimum five cells can be is 15. The max is 35, but the max you can do with two cells is 17. So we have a pretty limited range here. So this has to be at least 15, which is 6, 9, or 7, 8. And then this can only go as high as a 7, but I don't think I'll pencil mark all of that.
No, but
And
it's
then
good to
these,
remember that it can't have an 8 and a 9 on it.
yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing here. And then we have a few where we have 3 cells and 1 cell with the same sum. So this, the most it can be is 9, and the least it can be is 6. So we have the same. Oops, we have the same 4 options here. And here. Right, yeah. And here. Should I be
Lots
coloring
of
kind of loud?
places.
And
You can
here.
do whatever you like.
I can do whatever I want. This is myself. Is that all of them? Oh no, there's this one too. Look at that. Okay. So that was a flurry of activity. Oh, and this one. Hello. But you didn't give me any quads.
You marked
Did I mark something? Oh, I marked this
yeah,
one.
probably were thinking it was the other one.
I got excited. Oh yeah, I think I saw like the corner. So then here, that's not very interesting. Um, let's see. I guess it can be useful to note the sum here will be, I wonder if like double the sum of both.
Yeah, so
I
that
don't know if that's
formation
helpful.
there works just like an arrow. In fact, it could
Yeah,
it could have been an arrow had I introduced that constraint. So
yeah, this one and this one, I guess.
yep.
So 3 cells can never have a number bigger than 6 on it. 3 cells in the same box or line. Because 1, 2, 6 makes 9. So I feel like 8s and 9s are important. And 7s.
Seems like a reasonable deduction.
Yeah, but I'm not sure how to use that. I know there's no 8 or 9 on that, but that leaves me 4 potential places. Let's see. Oh, well, those have to make at least 15 because there's 5 in one box. So that would be those 2. And the, yeah, and I guess since these are the same digit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wait, that seems important. I'm gonna color those. And these are the same digit, and we know they're not the same as blue. And these are the same digit, and they're something else as well. Hey, look at that, pretty. Any opportunity to color, right?
Of course.
Is that useful?
So you're basically saying that blue plus green is at least 15?
Right. And also blue plus purple. For the same reason. Because you have 5 cells here. And then I know this is at least 15. So I know there has to be a 1 somewhere here. Does there have to be a 2 also? 9 and 8. Yes, there does. Is that interesting? There have to be a 1 and a 2 there. There have to be a 1 and a 2 here and here.
Can you be missing a 3?
For 17. No, you can't, can you? 18 you can. Yeah, 4 plus 5 plus 6 is 15, and then another 1 and 2, that would be 18. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. Well, that feels important. What do I do with that? 2 and 3. Those. Well, no, I had a thought that meant absolutely nothing. I feel like the fact that they're looking at each other matters. Got this very suspicious pattern here in the middle, around the certain ring.
A suspicious ring there?
Suspicious ring, and there's a suspicious little shape over there too. I wonder. I don't like being stuck this early.
This puzzle definitely has a break-in, so
I feel like, yeah, once you get like 1 deduction, then you're good to go. I feel like this 1, 2, 3 thing is important, but I don't know how. Oh, there's a 3 here, so this can't be 6. Because 6 is 1, 2, 3. So that's something.
it's a deduction.
It's a deduction. It's something. But that does mean there has to be a 1 here, because 9 without a 1 is 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
That's another deduction. And I'm interested here because In fact, it has to have a 1 and a 2.
Because 1, 4, 5 is 10.
Right. Because the only other way to make 9 is 1, 3, 5. So this is 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 5, or 1, 2, 6. Okay. Which means the same thing here, right? Oh, no, not necessarily. It's the same sum, but not the same digits.
Yeah, there's no given 3 in that box, so.
Right. Okay. Well, that was a very generous 3. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that means there's a 3 here. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. And here. Hey. So neither of these is green. I only get one more color.
Mm-hmm.
But they certainly could be purple very happily. In fact, at least one of them has to be blue or purple. I don't know if that helps me. Well, I know these can't have this. Oh, wait. No. If this were 9, it would be 1, 2, 6. Would leave 7, 8 for blue. I'm not sure if that's interesting. I don't know. You want to give me a little nudge?
Where does blue go in box 3?
Box 3. Well, it has to go on the line. So that means this can't possibly be. No, wait. So blue can't be 8 or 9.
Mm-hmm.
We established that before, and I forgot. Okay, that's good. And that means that this is 16 or 17. Yeah.
Because at minimum 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to be 10. You're
So
sticking a 6 or 7 on there.
since it can't be 15, I can't use the 6 because 6, 9 is 15. Okay. That's good. And let's see. Blue can't be on its own sum, so it would have to go here. Since we already know it goes here. No, that's not true. I mean, it can't go here. That's true.
That much is true, yeah. But you think you have 4 cells it can go in.
Yeah, I have.
At least at this point.
I keep forgetting this is a 2-cell sum and wanting it to be simpler than it is.
Yeah, this constraint really bends the mind because you're used to arrows.
Exactly. You try to use the arrow logic, which only works in certain places. And
yeah.
Then, okay, let's look at green. So green, I guess if it were 6, it could go here and blue could be 7. Barely.
So just to remind you, you had a deduction in box 6 about 5 cells that I don't want you to forget about.
15. Oh, so then these have to be 8 or 9. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Okay. And these have to be 8 or 9. Oh, look, it's a pair. I like pairs.
Mm-hmm.
I like pairs too.
And then there's one more thing that I'd like you to think more about with regards to that whole deduction, which I think a lot of people get stuck on, which is why I'm trying to push for it early.
Okay.
but
Are you
it's
good
that
this time?
specific. Well, I don't know if you maybe you can think about it a little bit, and then I'll tell you if. But it has to do with exactly what you were talking about there with the 5 cells in box 6 and the 5 cells in box 4, and how you were saying that blue plus green is at
Oh,
least 15, and purple or blue plus purple is also at least 15.
right. So that means that purple has to be 9 because green and purple are not the same.
Why would that make purple
Or
9?
no, it wouldn't. Green or purple has to be 9, but we already knew that. Does that mean blue has to be 7? Yeah, blue has to be 7.
Exactly.
7 plus 8 is 15, and 7 plus 9 is 16. Hey, digits.
So the issue is if blue was 6, then both green and purple would have to be 9 in
Right.
order to reach the 15 sum. So that forces blue to be 7.
Okay, good. So, that puts a 7 on here, which means this has to be 17.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. Which makes this little bitty one. It makes this fairly limited. Okay.
That's 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 4.
Yeah. And then, oh, so this has to be 1, 2, 4. It's like this should be useful. And then because there's only one way to make 7 in 3 cells.
Which is very convenient.
Oh, and since I know there's a 7 on here, this has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 7.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's not 7. That was useful. Making useful deductions and promptly forgetting about them. That's how it works, right?
I'm just here to remind you what you already figured out.
Exactly. I knew that. Okay, so we need the other 8 or 9 and a 5 and a 6 in this box.
Mm-hmm.
That's not very interesting. So I know there's a 1 and a 2 on here, which means this has to be at least 7.
Can you actually do 7?
I can't do 7 because you'd need 3, 4. So it is 8 or 9. Oh, it's green. Neat.
More colors.
Hey, any opportunity to color.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Oh, well, obviously purple can't go on here because it would be too big,
Mm-hmm.
which puts it here, which means it has to, no. Well, I know it's on here. I'll put that. And then, oh, well, I know one of those is purple. Can I do something similar with green? Obviously, it doesn't go there. I already established that 3 times. Oh, then this must be green.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I thought that was too easy for a second there.
A little too easy.
I was a little suspicious.
Sudoku in my Sudoku?
Never. Green can't go on this. Can it? No, because it doesn't have a 7.
Yeah, you said right at the start you can't have 8 or 9 on there.
So this is, one of these is green. Which means purple must be here. Or no, yeah. Yeah.
Yay.
Another little suspicious one there. Yay. Okay. I keep looking here and going, yes, I know purple and green are up here.
Maybe you should just color them.
Oh, actually, now I can.
Yep.
Green. And that's 8 or 9. Okay, now I'm making progress. Oh, this is a 5, 6 pair.
More pairs.
That helps because now this can only be from 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it would be 1, 3, 4 for 8 or 2, 3, 4 for 9.
Yep.
Which means it has a 3 and a 4.
Yep.
And that means this is not a 3. Okay. I feel like I'm getting somewhere now.
Feels like progress.
That's not. Oh, this one's purple.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's not green. So the biggest this can be, oh, I kind of already knew the biggest this could be is 16.
Unfortunately, the math works itself out.
Yeah. Okay. Green. Does that mean? Yeah, it means this is a purple-green pair,
Mm-hmm.
which gives us the sum.
17.
17 and 3 is not very interesting. Or if you can hear my kids laughing. At least they're laughing. Okay.
And not screaming.
Not screaming.
Well, there's a scream.
Oh. It's a scream of joy. My 10-year-old got an Oculus for Christmas.
Oh, nice.
So they're having a good time.
Yeah.
This can't be purple because it can't be 8 plus 1 because there has to be a 1 here.
Right.
So this is purple.
Neat.
And then green must be here because it certainly can't be on its own line in that case. Oh, that sorts these out. Oh, this is green. Oh, I can do this one. This one's green. Cool.
Is that all of them? Looks like all of them. Oh no, you're missing one purple.
I'm missing a purple. Oh, it's here. Purple. Cool.
So you kind of know where all the 8 9s are now.
I know where they are. I just don't know which one's which.
Yeah.
Okay, so if this one is 1 2 3, then this has to be 4 5. And if this is 1 2 4, this has to be 3 5 or 3 6. But it has to have a 3 on it. No, it has to, it doesn't have to have anything on it. It's a 3 or a 5 or both. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got the 3 or 4 that's missing along with 5 6 in those 3 cells.
Which means I sort of have a virtual 5 6 pair.
Yep.
Which isn't extremely useful, but
Don't mind me while I grab a cough drop.
Be 1 2 3 4 5 and 16 would be 1 2 3 4 6. But I already have the 7 8. So this is a 5 or a 6. Whatever's missing from the 15 or 16.
Yep.
Yeah.
As soon as those 5 cells were reduced to not being 17, they actually require a 4.
Right. And then okay, well I know this can't be 3 4.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 1 6 or 2 5.
Yep.
Which will determine whether the green is 8 or not. Or the other way.
Or the other way around, yeah.
Yeah. That doesn't. I do know that both 5 and 6 are in this little square.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not both on the line.
So there's one line you kind of dismissed that you haven't really looked at much.
Well, that wasn't very nice of me.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have done that. Is it this one? No, I looked at that one. 17 and 3 without an 8 or a 9.
Suddenly more interesting.
7. So that goes there.
There's a 7 that looks down.
Oh, there is. Look at that. That's fancy. Ooh,
so,
color it.
So you need another 10.
So
without 7, 8, or 9.
7, so that's a 3. And then this will be 4 6.
There you go.
So I already knew this was. Oh, but this is 125 or 126.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a 4.
Yep.
Excellent. So these are from 1, 2, and 5. And this can't be 1 or 2. Ooh. More progress.
Yay.
So this is a 1, 2, 3 triple. Yeah. Sweet.
Nice.
Oh, I could have seen that it was a 1, 2, 3, 4 quadruple this way too. But that's less fun. So this is 4, 5, or 6. Well, 4 and 5 or 6. Which leaves 5, 6, 7 here. Yeah. No.
Wrong mode.
Wrong mode. Okay, cool.
Row 8 has a lonely cell.
It sure does. That's not very nice. That must be a 4. And that takes a 4 out of there. And then does that make this 5 or 6? Or 4? But it can't be 4. Wait a second. This.
Well, 4 can be on the line.
Yeah, 4 has to be. No, I was thinking about 5 and 6.
Oh, I see.
So this is 5 or 6, I think.
Yeah, because you can't put both 5 and 6 on the top line.
I was getting there.
I'm just explaining to the viewer.
Yes, of course. You're just. Oh, there's a 3 here.
Mm-hmm.
That's helpful. 7. And it's going to be blue. Don't worry. So that makes this 3, 5, or 6, which is less useful. Of course. These are not 3s. I probably didn't need to pencil mark all that, but it felt like progress, so I did.
Mm-hmm.
This is also from 1, 2, 4, 7, but that's not very interesting.
No.
This is a 6. And that makes us a 1.
Yay.
Yay. That's not a 1. And that's a 2. Oops. Hey, come back. 2. Yes, and 1. Gotta head this backward for a second. Well, that still don't know. 8s and 9s though. They really don't want to be found out. Oh. Well, now this doesn't have a 1 on it, so it must be 2, 3, 4, which makes
there you go.
9. Huzzah. So
Yay.
Purple is 9.
I almost laughed when you said now we don't know.
Green is 8. Well, I had to get there.
You had to get there. I knew you would.
You knew
I had trust.
More faith in me than I.
Now you just have to clean up all those 18 cells that you just placed and the results of that.
Yes. Okay. So. Oh, this is a 7, which is blue. I know I could undo it, but I don't want to. So this is not 5. This is not 5. This is 5. That's a 2. 2 even. That's not 2. That's not 2. Wow, I did a lot of things.
Yeah, this
is
resolves a lot.
Do I know what this is? I don't, except I know it has a 1, so I'll do that. There's always a 1 when there's an 8 involved. What's missing? 5. Okay.
Now to this point, you realize when you placed the 8, you could have made that 3-5 also.
Exactly. So you read my mind. I wasn't going to say it though. That was embarrassing.
No, it's the order of resolving when you place all those 8s and 9s at the same time. There's going to be stragglers.
Yeah.
There's just a lot to see at this point.
Yeah, it's just cleanup mostly.
Yeah.
Figure out where to look. So one of those is a 7, so those aren't 7s. 7 in this box is one of those. I'll put that. Why not? Did I miss any sums? Oh, what, can I do this one? It can't be 3, 4. It can't be 1, 6. So it must be 2, 5. Oh yeah, we said that was going to resolve itself, didn't we?
Yep.
And so those aren't 2s. And that's not. Oh, hey, that's a 2. And that's not all the 2s, even remotely. This still could be either 1, I think. Looks like it. 3, 4 pair. So what's left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, which I can't do. That's annoying. 1, 2, 4. Probably missing something obvious.
There's a couple things, but
oh, there's a 5 on here. So now I know what it is.
Yep.
There we go. That is not a 2 or a 5. It's a 1. Oh, that's a 4. And then that's a 6. Which I have the 2 in that column. I was very excited because the 2s were lining up. But
already have it placed.
Already there. Oh, I have a 1, 3, 4 triple. So this is a 7. It's blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 6. 4, 6. Those are not 4s. And what else we got here? Fill those in. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wait, just 3 or 7? Oh, just 3 or 7. I could have done that in a much easier way, but why?
Yeah, why do it the easy way when you can do it the hard way?
It's boring. So these are, this is a 5. No, not a 5. Okay, we'll do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So that's not a 3. That's not a 6.
You said that's not a 3 and you cleared something else, so I'm not sure if that was intentional.
That was not intentional. That was my finger being on the wrong key.
Okay.
Thank you. Because it's not a 3. Oh, hey, there's a 4 there. 3, 1, 7. Nice. And that resolves those. 3, 1. So close. That's not a 3.
It's just cleanup.
Yeah, let me get rid of. Okay. 4. What am I not seeing? Oh, here. 5, 3, 2, 1, 4, 2, 6, 3, 3, 4. I pulled a Simon. 5, 6. I usually use my my number pad.
Yeah.
But I'm using my keyboard because my microphone is in the way. So and I'm sticking to it.
Good excuse.
It is.
I think that's also a Simon excuse.
I think it is. I think I've solved it.
Yay! Yay, you did it.
And I had the timer paused, so I have no idea how long it took.
You hit the check button.
But I don't need to. It popped up.
Oh, it did? Oh, I didn't see the pop-up until just now for some reason.
Oh, well, I'll do it again. There.
Okay, there you
just
go.
To make sure. That was great. I enjoyed that a lot.
Oh, thank you.
Really fun deductions. Finding those 8s and 9s and then all of a sudden like all of them popping up at once. That's always fun. And then the deduction about the 7s was very cool.
Yeah, that's a really cool. I think that the really important deductions are the sort of first that what you marked blue, the blue cells, had to be in that top 2x2 area in box 3, which
Yeah.
put it on the line, which meant it couldn't be an 8 or a 9. And then
Yeah.
that makes the other two 8s or 9s. But then you realize that there's 5 cells in boxes 4 and 6, so they have to add to at least 15, but they can't both add to 15. Well, they can both add to 15, but not with double 6. Or rather, they can't
Well,
both add to the same sum as each other, because that would make both green and purple the same. There's a lot of ways to think about that, and so
yeah.
therefore 6 is too low, so you got to fill 7s. Um,
Yeah.
and then the 8-9 coloring, placing it all over the board, and then realizing that the little line in box 7 there,
Yeah.
without an 8 or a 9 is actually forced to be 4, 7, 6. And those are the kind of the major deductions of the puzzle, and the rest is just sort of works itself out, which I think is kind of neat.
Yeah. That's cool. It's the kind of deductions where you go, oh, well, that's useful.
Yeah,
Instead of like the ones where it's like, well, I know this isn't a 1. Now what?
yeah. I've seen some other people solve this, and really the point that you can really get stuck on is if you don't notice that those blue cells can't be 6.
Yeah.
If you Yeah, and I named the puzzle 5 cells in the vain hope that it would help someone focus on that, but I think they noticed the 5 cells in boxes 3 and 9 and think that's what it's named after, and then they don't think about it more. So, uh,
Yeah. And then the way it messes with your mind because you can use arrow logic on some of them,
mhm.
but not others.
Yeah, people are so used to arrows, and these are almost arrows, but not quite. It kind
Not
of
quite.
mess messes with you. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It looks like your solve was maybe under 30 minutes. I'd say depends on
Yeah,
how
I
long
think
our
so.
intro was. But yeah, that was a good solve. Thank you very much. And you basically
Thank you.
followed my intended path. I only had
Great.
to nudge you like once or twice. That was okay.
That was fine.
Yeah.
I can always use another nudge.
All right. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed this video. If you aren't subscribed, please remember to subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. I also have a Patreon if you'd like to join that and support me on a monthly basis. I stream every Thursday and Saturday. I'll be starting streams up again in January, the first Thursday of January. So look forward to that. And I also have a Discord server that I share with Zetamath, Bremster, and Scott Strosal. So if you enjoy their channels as well, join our Discord server and you can hang out with all of us. And other than that, until next time, thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.